Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. Want to skip those ads and get early access? Become a member at truestory.fm/join and discover all the other great perks that come with it. Hello and welcome to
Gank That Drank.
A supernatural drinking game podcast. It's the podcast where we make up drinking game rules for a favorite episode of our favorite show, Supernatural. We recap the episode and tell you how those drinking game rules played out. We grade our drinking game rules and the episode, and then we tell you what's up next on the docket.
Bam.
Bam. And I'm already burping. That's
Burp.
It's gonna be one of those kinds of nights. So I do want to say right up at the top, if I sound a little funny, it's because I went to the dentist today and my face is still pretty numb.
Like I said, Krissy, it does not. I cannot tell.
Okay.
So you would fool me, and I know you very well. So
it's true. It's true. If you could see my face, you'd see how much I'm struggling.
Who just introduced us and had dental work done today, though?
It's Krissy Lenz, one of the directors and performer at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. And who is the other person who is here?
I'm also here. I am Nate McWhortor, a teacher and performer at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona, and I'm very excited because tonight is my episode, Krissy, and it's a classic.
It is a classic. I just rewatched it again. Caught some more drinking game rules than I did the first time, but I still think I missed a ton because I just kept getting so engrossed in the episode.
I think I'm in the same boat, so I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yes, it is like I said, a classic episode, Krissy. Tonight we are talking season 6, episode 4, Weekend at Bobby's.
A favorite.
Yes, this episode aired on October 15th, 2010, so it is a crisp 15 years old.
Yeah, it's as old as Rocket, my son.
Wow. Yeah. Written by Andrew Dabb and Daniel O'Loughlin and directed by Jensen Ackles. This is
his directorial debut.
Yes, it is. So that's why this is not just a classic, but it's etched in supernatural history for so many reasons. Episode. Yes, it's a very special episode of Supernatural. So I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited to talk about our drinking game rules, Krissy.
Okay, what are they, Nate?
Our drinking game rules for this evening are take a drink when we get some hellhound breath.
Yeah.
Take a drink anytime you see some outdated tech. And considering this episode was made in 2010, there's quite a bit of outdated tech. It's all outdated. Take a drink every time someone says, quote, balls. Take a drink, as always, on Gank That Drank. We play the Gank rule, so if someone says Gank, we take a drink.
Gank your drink.
Anytime Bobby answers a call, this is going to be your heavy hitter for the evening.
Yeah, your hero rule.
Take a drink every time you get, quote, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Take a drink anytime someone says Fergus McLeod. And if you're playing liberally, it could be Fergus or Fergus middle name McLeod or whatever. As always on Gank That Drank, we play the Sammy rule. Anytime they calls him Sammy.
Yep.
We go to Sammy and raise your glass. And then our shot for the evening, and I kind of wish I would have done 2 shots. I wish I would have paired it. I should have. is for Crowley's Bobby impression. And frankly, if I were to have done this game better and said it on our last episode, I'd also throw in Bobby's Crowley impression.
Yeah.
Which bookend the episode. So, yeah, that would be the two shots. You could start at the beginning with one and finish at the end with one would be nice.
Excellent.
All right. All right, Krissy, it's time to launch into season 6, episode 4, Weekend at Bobby's. Then basically it's all about Bobby and his deal with Crowley, and how Crowley had his soul so that Bobby could walk, and also help Sam and Dean try to get Lucifer into the cage again, into that darn cage again. And basically, yeah, that's like the most, basically all it's about on the then. It's just about them, and they kind of like, I think there's something about the boys like figuring out kind of like what Bobby does, like, I don't know. Anyway, so it's a short then, because we got a lot to get to. So it's not necessarily now, but sort of now. It's actually 1 year ago.
1 year ago.
1 year ago. When the apocalypse ends, and Bobby is basically, he's summoning Crowley. He summons Crowley to try to bargain for his soul back, because basically Bobby's like, hey, part of the deal was I got my soul back after we put Lucifer away and did the whole deal. I would get my soul back. That was the deal. And Crowley informs him he only had to make his, quote, best efforts.
Such a sneak.
Best efforts. This is where Bobby does his Crowley impression, by the way. There were also there was like some outdated tech, and I believe a balls in the then.
Really?
And Bobby answers a call. Oh, no, not a balls. There was a son of a bitch in the then, and also Bobby answers a call in the then.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I missed both of those then.
Sometimes the then will get you. It'll get you.
The then always sneaks up on you.
Yeah. So Bobby's basically, he's got Crowley trapped in a super devil's trap, and he's like, soul now. And then Crowley reveals that he has a hellhound, which breathes in Bobby's face. Take a drink.
Take a drink.
And says that he's going to let the hellhound go crazy. And then Bob, he lets Crowley go. Bobby's like, this isn't over. And he's like, I wouldn't suspect it is. And it's very basic Crowley way. I love it. I just love the scene in general. I love the mano-y-mano of Mark Shepard as Crowley and Jim Beavers as Bobby. As Bob. Of course I know Bobby's name. It's Weekend at Bobby's. And we're also in this episode, I'll go ahead and we have so many guest stars. This is such a guest star. It's a who's who of Supernatural recurring guest stars. We have Stephen Williams as Rufus and Kim Rhodes as Detective Jody, or she's not detective, she's Sheriff Jody Mills. I just watched the Mariska Hargitay Amy Poehler podcast, so I got detectives on my brain. So them's the main co-stars. So we'll get to Jody Mills and Rufus in a bit. But basically, I love this episode. So it's going to be a bottle episode. The whole thing is going to be just like, we're spending time. It's called Weekend at Bobby's. So we're getting
a weekend at Bobby's.
The boys, they're on a hunt somewhere in Wisconsin, and they call Bobby, take a drink. And they basically say there's 6 bodies, and we don't know what it is. And so he agrees to do all his research. So he does a whole bunch of research, and there's this whole montage of him playing the gambler.
It's so
it's
good.
Like, to the gambler. It's like, even by season 6, I'm surprised how much music they're paying for. Like, I feel like we get into later seasons, and like one of the things that the network had to be like, you guys got to stop with the licensed music. It's so expensive. And it's like a good chunk. I
Carry
mean,
on
it's like
my wayward
it's the whole
son.
first verse, chorus, and then the reprise from the end. It was like I get it.
Yeah,
Feels
it
like,
plays
yeah,
for a
spend the
long
budget.
time.
Yeah, but it didn't make sense. Like, did this song just like feel out of place to you? It felt out of place to me.
Oh no, I just took it as something that Bobby would be listening to while he's doing his
Oh, okay.
research.
All right. I like that. I thought it was trying to say something about the scene, or about what was going on, and I'm just like, I don't get this. Why is it the gambler? I mean, because he made a deal with Crossroads,
Oh well, it could
so
be that too.
yeah, I guess so. Um, anyway, he eventually gets back to the boys and lets them know that they're hunting a lamia, a monster that's only seen usually in Greece, hardly ever seen outside of Greece. So we're getting these little like tidbits of new monsters or big bad monsters that are out there in the world,
Yeah.
and leading to things that'll happen down the line. But yeah, Bobby lets him know how to kill it, and with a silver dagger blessed by Padre, and it basically Dean just hangs up. Dean's like, okay, or not even okay, just like thanks, great. And it doesn't say thanks, just says
He
great,
doesn't say
and
thanks. He just hangs right up.
just hangs right up. And Bobby's like clearly tired and exhausted, and is like, okay, like I'm glad I did all that for you, you jerk. I'm loving this so much, and this is really Jim Beaver's just getting a chance to shine, and them letting him shine. So Bobby goes downstairs, and he's got a demon just in his basement.
He's got a little demon.
He's got a demon in his basement, uh, and the demon, he's trying to extract some information. He's torturing this demon basically, and he's got
Yep.
the demon's bones, and this demon says it's a myth, um, that apparently if you burn the demon's bones, much like a ghost or a spirit, it will die forever.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah, forever,
Probably.
I
Who
think. I think
knows?
that's
Yeah.
why it's such an effective tool against Crowley.
Yeah. So Bobby's puts him in there and is basically trying to get Crowley's actual name. And eventually he does get it. That name is Fergus McLeod. Take a drink.
Take a drink.
I believe we got a balls or two.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, somewhere in the gambling montage, in the gambler montage, and I think in the Crowley scene there might be. Oh yeah, Crowley says balls. Abby was watching with me. Crowley says balls in your court, and Abby's like balls. I'm like, that's okay, fine.
Well, I definitely missed that one.
Yeah, I would not expect. Uh, so as Bobby is busy torturing this demon, trying to get the information out, the doorbell rings. I'm not gonna lie, Krissy. Even though I know it was our most liberal rule of the night, anytime someone rings or knocks on Bobby's door, I count that as a call. In the
Oh,
old
shit.
fashioned timey sense of the word. Because
Okay.
Bobby has a lady suitor caller at the door.
He sure does.
He sure does. It's his new neighbor, Marcy, who is played by, I'm getting there, Jennifer Aspin. And Marcy is just bringing over a peach cobbler, her famous peach cobbler, and she starts hearing some yelling, and Bobby's like, "Oh, horror movies." She's like, "I love horror movies. You want to see Drag Me to Hell?" And Bobby's like, "I'm trying to avoid it."
Yeah.
I'm like, such great, good double entendre in this scene. Very funny. So, but Marcy ends up, or she invites Bobby over to watch movies. So I'm going to make my famous white chocolate popcorn. Everything Marcy makes is famous. Why she's
Yeah.
living in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, who knows? But everything she makes is famous.
Of course it is.
White chocolate popcorn too. I can't think of anything. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah,
No
it sounds
thanks.
gross.
It sounds so like I'm bored in South Dakota. All right, not to talk trash. Um, and also, oh, her wood chipper is broken, and she's just wondering if Bobby could come over. She heard he was handy. She's really laying it on thick with Bobby. My question is, I mean, obviously, like, they're neighbors, but she just moved there. Who would have told her, yeah, that guy, you want to go talk to that guy? He's a charmer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like, who told her he's handy?
Right. Who in the right minds that lives in that area would be like, "Oh, go see Bobby if you're just looking for a friendly friend, like if you're looking for a friendly ghost extractor or get her rid of her, Bobby's your guy." But if you're just trying to chit-chat and hang out and have movie night, I don't know if Bobby's your guy.
I don't think
I
so.
think she got some bad intel somewhere. This poor Marcy. Uh
One of the it was Sam and Dean trying to prank Bobby.
yeah, it must have been. So, yeah, then Bobby returns, and this is where he gets the name. When he gets back down to the basement, is when he gets Fergus McLeod. We take our drink. So then we get our big Bobby, like, taking phone calls montage. You might as well just chug
Yep.
during the montage
Yep.
because he's pretty much just answering call after call after call after call.
One of them is from Garth.
Yes, two of them are from Garth, actually.
Oh yes, you're right.
As Garth calls and he says, that doesn't sound like our thing. Tell him to call the FBI." And then Garth calls him and he goes, "Agent Mills, no, not me, the FBI, the actual FBI. How is he still alive?"
So funny.
So good. So, the. So, in the middle of answering all these calls, now it's a gentleman caller at his door. And it
Yep.
is Rufus showing up, asking him to bury a body. What else are friends for? And they bury it in just the dumbest way and spot, by the way.
In a very shallow grave.
In a shallow and but very open. Like I would have although one of those cars, I would have dragged one of those cars over it or something. Like you're just gonna
Mm-hmm.
leave this loose, very clearly a grave shaped hole dirt. Like I don't know. I feel like we've all listened to enough murder podcasts to know.
Yeah.
Like you can satellite image and see dirt that's been moved, displaced recently. Anyway, so they apparently it's not a vamp, it's not a werewolf, it's not a shifter, it's an okami, a Japanese monster. And that's when Bobby's like, "Weird, Dean and Sam, they're hunting this lamia, like all these foreign. What's with these? We're only used to hunting American-made monsters.
Yeah.
Why are these? What
Get
are
them
these?
foreign monsters out of here.
Oh, we got some tariffs on these foreign monsters. All right.
Oh no.
So, yeah. Anyway, they bury the body, and Bobby is like, I gotta go to Scotland because I gotta deal with this Crowley situation. And Rufus is like, I know some people over there. And he's like, how do you know he's Scottish? He's like, he said he likes Craig. And then Rufus apparently is a whiskey or a Scotch aficionado and
Mm-hmm.
basically rattles off the label of 30-year Craig. Uh, so Bobby goes back inside. He gets another call from Dean because guess what? The silver knife it didn't work, and
Or they
so
or they lost it, or they
or they
dropped it,
lost
or
it.
they did it wrong.
Something
Yeah.
right? Yeah, something happened with the silver knife. It's not in play anymore. They need Plan B. What's Plan B? And just as he's trying to help him and tell him what Plan B is going to be, knock knock knock. Oh, Bobby gets another call. It's FBI Agent Adams. There with Sheriff Jody Mills. And they're like, "Hey, we've been looking for this guy. Do you know this guy?" He's like, "That idiot? I don't know that idiot. How do you know he's an idiot?" I'm lucky guess. Or he said,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he goes I must. Anyway, They're trying to get Bobby to rat out Rufus, and of course he's not going to. My favorite is when he's still on the phone with Dean, though, and he's like, "It's my mom," and he's
Yeah.
like acting like he's telling his mom how to make a roast, but telling Dean how to take care of this lamia with like
Thank
rosemary and
goodness it's
salt.
with
And
like rosemary and salt. If it was like
right,
sulfur and the bone of a lesser saint.
which then makes me think of like when Bobby was like, the easiest way is a silver knife blessed by a priest. I would think throwing salt and then torching on and then torching something would be easier. You wouldn't need to involve a priest. Because also that priest died. Like there's a shot of the priest and he's like dead on the ground.
What? I missed that.
Yeah, like and at the beginning of the call, it like pans up from like a priest at least like knocked out, but like on the ground, unconscious. And like pans up to Dean. And Dean's like, "Oh, do you have a backup plan?"
Oh, I never noticed that. Good eye.
Yeah, it's a little bonkers. I'm like, wait, what's going on with this dead priest now? Things but that's what I love about it is like it was like this, this adventure of the boys we don't get to see. We just get to see these little bits and pieces of. I love it so much. So yeah, basically the FBI guy is like, hey, I'm gonna look around, and Bobby's like, you got a warrant? He's like, do I need a warrant? And Jody steps in and is like, why don't I've been arresting this guy like 10 years now? Why don't you go outside and I'll look around and see if everything's okay? He goes outside. Bobby's like, why'd you let him go outside? She's like, because I figure you don't want him in here. He's like, I don't want him in here. I got a body in the basement. She's like, yeah. He's like, but I also got a body in the yard. I think we get some balls somewhere around in here.
Do we?
I don't know. Maybe we don't. But they go back. They check. He's not. He's got. So like they go outside. The FBI agent's like, yeah, come on over here. What's up with this giant hole with stuff missing? And he's like, it's a septic. You ever heard of that? Like, you watch where you step. It blew on me, kaplooey. Oops. It seems to sort of satisfy the FBI agent. Bobby calls Rufus and is like, hey, what the hell, man? Because that thing is gone. Like, the hole is empty now. Good thing, because they were coming looking for a body. There wasn't a body. But now there's not a body, and that thing's out there. And Rufus is like, I stabbed it. It was a bamboo stake blessed by a Shinto priest. And you stabbed it 7 times? No, 5 times. It's 7. I'm pretty sure it's 5. Well, obviously not.
Obviously not.
What was it feeding on when you met it? Single white females. That's a weird... That's weird. That's like serial killer demographic, not like Japanese monster right? Didn't that feel like a weird thing? It's just literally so it could go after this lady and you can have the scene.
So he could say it's gonna go after your neighbor.
Exactly. So Bobby knows who apparently this thing can sense single white females from hundreds of yards away. Bobby goes and like, smashes,
we don't know its powers.
Yeah, knocks on the door of Marcy, and Marcy is like, Bobby, what are you doing? He's storming, and he's got his gun, and she's like, why are you here with a shotgun? He's like, we are seeing anything weird? She's like, other than you? Oh no. And like behind Bobby, there's the thing on the wall, like a spider ninja thing.
Yeah.
And it attacks Bobby, and then they have a tussle, and Bobby it throws Bobby out the window, and then Marcy shuts the door, and then it goes after Bobby, and they have a tussle, and then Bobby basically, like, Marcy goes out and is like, Bobby, what's that? And then he goes Fargo on it, and yeah, that's the other way to kill one of those.
It trumps about everything into the wood chipper.
Wood chipper trumps it. That's an interesting supernatural theory. How many of the boys' monsters could be solved with a simple wood chipper?
If they just always had a wood chipper around?
Like, could they throw Chuck at a wood chipper and we kill God?
I don't know. I think that's probably the one that you couldn't do.
That's the one you can't? You think Chuck post wood chipper would have the ability to like turn himself back? He just make the wood chipper disappear.
Yeah, he would snap and turn it into
Yeah.
a marshmallow chipper or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, true. But like archangels? Angels?
I don't know. I think that's a good question.
This is a huge deal. If I were someone who partook in the supernatural conventions and went up and pushed my glasses up my nose and asked a question of a showrunner, creator, or writer, I would ask this question. In
Yeah. What else?
episode 6, season 4, or season 6, episode 4, wood chipper trumps all. I actually just want that on a shirt.
Yeah.
It's a funny scene though because like Marcy gets covered in the blood, and then Bobby's like, "I guess I could come over for a movie sometime. I could come over for dinner sometime." She's like,
I don't
"Nah,
think so.
nah, I'm good now." He's like,
Yeah.
"Story of my life."
Yep.
So funny.
Yeah, he thinks that's their meet cute, and she's like,
Yeah.
never again.
I think it would be great if it had been though. I was like, I kind of left this and I was like, it'd be kind of funny if that was then a character that kept coming back. Was like this neighbor that like, what's Bobby up to? Oh, he's always up to. She becomes
You
the
stamp, yeah.
what unfortunately Reginald Bell Johnson became on Family Matters to Urkel.
Yeah.
It never should have been that way, but then okay. I want to get into this now. Rufus crisscrosses the damn country. This is obviously not just one weekend at Bobby's. This is like 3 weekends at Bobby's. Because Rufus gets from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, leaves Bobby like after burying the body, is already 2 states away when Bobby calls about the FBI. But is then heading to Andover, Maryland, because basically Bobby dug up all this research on Fergus McLeod, on Crowley's, who Crowley was, and learned that he was like a tailor. Wasn't like not great of like whatever, was kind of a not even a historical figure or anything, just like kind of a dude. And then, but he had a son who then was like became a sailor in the 1700s, and his boat sank, or his ship sank, and he went down with it. And then what they said is he said some Jacques Cousteau guys went and like fished out the wreckage, and along with the wreckage was like a ring that belonged to him, and it's at this maritime museum in Andover, Maryland. Rufus, could you go to Andover, Maryland? He's like, I'm already on my way. But Bobby has like such a hard time like asking him for help.
Yeah.
It's like an interesting scene of Bobby like, God damn, I don't want to ask him for help. All right. Andover. And so Rufus then proceeds to go and steal this ring from this museum, and this is Bobby doesn't know. Yeah, I mean he knows he's on his way, but doesn't know yet. But Bobby's sitting there, and he takes a call from Dean, and this is kind of like the emotional, real like pivot point
BM
of this episode.
The melodrama scene, yeah.
This is a great BM scene here. And Dean is like, hey, yeah, thanks for your help with that thing today. I'm just worried about Sam. Like, I'm trying, and Bobby's like, kind of just like non-responsive. And then when Rufus calls, he's like, hold on, I got to take this. And like, he takes it, and Rufus is being chased by the cops. So now that's the whole thing. So now Bobby's like, not sure if he's going to get this ring or not to be able to try to like deal with Crowley to whatever his master plan is on this. We don't know yet. And he goes back on with Dean, and he's like, all right, you were saying, and Dean's like, oh, okay, yeah, just a little selfish, Bobby. And then Bobby launches into,
it made me so mad at Dean. I was like, Dean, you son of a bitch,
you've done it now. And I want to, this scene from Sam's perspective is so interesting, because Bobby's like, where's Sam? He's like, he's outside, go get him. And like brings his, I can just imagine like Sam out doing whatever, and Dean comes in and is like, hey, Bobby wants to talk. It comes in and like just gets absolutely like blasted,
his ass handed to him. Yeah.
And he's got to be looking at Dean like, what the shit did you just
What
do?
did you
I
say?
didn't do, I wasn't even, what? Huh? Except this is Soulless Sam.
It is Soulless
not?
Sam.
It is Soulless
Yeah.
Sam. So, like, maybe not. Like, he does give Dean a look when Bobby says, like, you call me to just bitch about each other. He gives Dean a look like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't call Bobby to bitch about you. But yeah, this is like an all-time Bobby rant, just like lights into the boys.
It's so
and
good.
He's like, I do everything for you. You need lore, I look it up. You need XYZ, I do it. And you call me selfish. And of course, Sam is the one who's like, you're right, Bobby. We're sorry. Oh, and I love when like Dean tries to interrupt. He's like, does it sound like I'm finished? Oh,
yep.
So good, so good. This would be kind of a fun episode to do for mashup, except be all reliant on one person because it'd be so much Bobby.
So much Bobby.
But it could be
tough.
a fun challenge to do a mashup with this episode. Anyway, so yeah, Rufus arrested. Bobby's now like screamed at the boys. Bobby calls Jody and basically needs a favor. He wants her to this plan, Krissy,
doesn't make any sense.
Is so stupid and bonkers and insane and would take months and months and months to work anyway, possibly even years for it to work, to get someone extradited on a murder charge when he was like pulled over for theft, petty theft, probably at that, not petty, but like theft across the country, get him extradited on a murder charge. I'm like, Bobby, this would never work. So
it would never work.
It would never work. And I still am not even clear on how Jody gets Rufus extradited, but then loose. And then she's like, you have an hour. And then I call to say he busted out. I'm like, are you going to let him run? Or are you just going to take him back?
Yeah. What are you going to do, Sheriff Jody Mills?
These
are the questions we're not supposed to ponder. Andrew Dabb is just like, they won't ask.
But I'm asking them now, 15 years later. Yeah, Bobby's like, yeah, he's like, I'll handle the B side of this plan anyway. So, oh yeah, Rufus swallowed the ring. I love that moment.
Yeah.
Don't swallow the ring, which was not something he was considering. And then he's like, oh yeah, I could just swallow the ring. So good. So anyway, Rufus gives Bobby the ring. He's like, I'm gonna go boil some water. Bobby then is able to summon the ghost of Gavin MacLeod, which is Fergus MacLeod's son. Gavin MacLeod, played by Adam Groves. Shaw Madsen plays the FBI agent, by the way. And Sharon Taylor was the demon in Bobby's in the Crossroads demon in the basement. Yeah, we got the son, and he's like, "Are you Fergus MacLeod?" By the way, Fergus MacLeod, take a drink. Are you Fergus MacLeod's son? And he's like, we're gonna have a nice long chat. So we don't know what Bobby's up to because the next cut is of Bobby cutting himself to summon Crowley yet again. Crowley is not looking nearly as like he was in that one that was a year ago when he and Bobby were like, he was very much like chipper and cheerful and like celebratory and like also I love that Bobby when he does his impression of save the sodding world. But now Crowley looks a little worse for wear. He's a little bit more bedraggled, a little more. And Bobby's like, "You look like crap." He's like, "You're a vision yourself." I don't know what that. I can't do that. I'm gonna stop doing that now.
I think it's cute.
We learned earlier in the episode, by the way, that Crowley isn't just the king of the crossroads, right? Our demon friend lets us know he's the king of all hell.
Yeah, he's been upgraded.
This is when it's revealed that Crowley's the king of all hell. So, Bobby and Crowley have a little catch-up moment while Crowley's in this devil's trap.
They have a little BM scene, yep.
They have a little BM scene, where we get our Crowley impression of Bobby, where He does the great. He says, "Let's just fast forward this. Give me back my soul, you idiot!" No, no, no. Witty retort from me. Like, it's just this funny. Like, I love it so much. Um, and then, but then we get this Crowley. And Bobby's like, "Oh, the job? Work tough?" And he's like, what sucks about demons? He's like, that they're demons. He's like, right. They all suck. They're all so like manipulative and backstabby and greedy and dumb, and they're just dumb. And I just love that. It's just like Crowley complaining about work to Bobby, like as if everyone else isn't already complaining to Bobby about work. He also even gets this guy, this demon is like complaining. And he's like, so Bobby reveals that he's got Gavin, and this is great. Another great moment where Crowley is like, starts to get all cheered up, choked up, and he's like, I don't care about this guy, torture him, I don't, whatever, like. And he's like, no, it's not torture. He told me everything. He knows everything, and now I know everything that you're about and that you've done.
Yeah, which I don't. The tables have turned, motherfucker.
Right, and I don't get I'm like, wouldn't Crowley at this point be impervious to blackmail too? He's a freaking demon. Like, what does his son know that he did as a demon?
Just where the bones are buried. That was the only thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, that was all. Oh duh. All right. Yeah. So the boys are over. They get the boys on the phone who are over in Scotland, and we're burning international minutes here. So this conversation's got to go quick.
And I love the idea of Sam setting up an international calling plan for them, because we did it for Zoe when she was in Rome, and it's not easy.
And especially in 2010.
Yeah, on their outdated tech.
Yeah, all the outdated tech. Every time someone's on a phone in this episode, it's outdated tech. And so yes, the boys are standing over Crowley's bones somewhere in the Highlands of Scotland, and Dean says, "I'm flicking my bick for you." That's the sentiment. Oh gosh, it's so weird. Yeah, basically, Bobby does a good job. Good plan, Bobby. Good plan. Extorts Crowley. Crowley gives his soul back. Bobby says you can leave in the bit about the legs. Yeah, it's I like that the contracts are written in invisible ink in our own skin and blood.
Yeah. Ugh, I
was
gross.
like, it is gross, but it's a cool, I'm like, well, we never see this again.
I think we see it a couple more times.
It's such a cool. I like just the concept of that. I think it's cool. So they let Crowley. Bobby lets Crowley go. Crowley shows up with the boys, and collects his bones. Dean wants to torture him anyway. Soulless Sam, talks him out of it.
Deal's a deal.
Deal's a deal, which is interesting. It almost makes me think I'm wrong about it being Soulless Sam, but it is Soulless Sam because he's like, something's wrong. 6. He's come back. Yeah. So, the boys then call Bobby, thank him for all his help, and we have a nice little BM scene with the boys and Bobby at the end. And then just as Bobby's about to finally eat Marcy's peach cobbler, which he's been trying to eat this whole episode. Just literally. He gets another phone call. We take a drink.
The phone rings. Yep.
Episode ends. And that is season 6, episode 4, Weekend at Bobby's.
Weekend at Bobby's. Yay. It's a great episode. You did a great job.
Thank you. It's a very fun episode. I love a good bottle episode.
Did you look, like I always like to do, at what the alternate titles were?
Oh, I did not know.
Okay, I did. In German, it was called Always Trouble with Bobby. That's the best one.
Always
In
trouble
French,
with
it
that.
was called La Lamia.
Oh, even though that has very little to do with any of it. All right.
Yep. And in Hungarian, it's called Demonic Weekend.
I mean, Always Trouble with Bobby. Yeah, that one's good. I mean, Weekend at Bobby's is kind of perfect.
Yeah, because it's an 80s movies reference.
Right. And it is just kind of like, it's funny that it's like, yeah, this is what a Weekend at Bobby's would be like.
Yep. I love it. Okay, so how did our rules play out?
All right, the rules played out thusly. Hellhound Breath only happens once at the very beginning.
Yep.
I only counted 5 outdated texts.
I got 5 too.
Nice. I got 7 balls.
Oh, I only got 5. I missed the ones in
You
the
missed
then.
the Crowley one, yeah, and then I think there's maybe one in the then or something like that. But yeah, there's like 3 right in a row, and then he's got a couple others. Gank only happens.
I also counted it when Crowley said bollocks.
Oh, so did I. I did too.
Good.
I counted that as well because I was like, that's the English version. That's Crowley's version of balls. Is bollocks. When he realizes he's been got. Gank happens the one time.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby answers a call. How many times, Krissy?
I got 12.
I got 17.
Damn!
But you didn't do door answering.
I didn't do door answering, no.
Yeah. So that's where I got it. Son of a bitch, I got 3 times.
I only got 1.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Crowley says it once.
Oh, okay. I totally missed that.
And then Bobby says it twice. Or maybe Bobby says it once and Rufus says it once. Fergus McLeod.
I got 5?
I got 4.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I must have missed one. And then Sammy happens the one time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Crowley's impression of Bobby is the one time as well.
Yep. I loved it. All right. Great job. Okay, what's up next is the question you may be asking. Oh, well, first let's rate our drinking game.
Ooh. Yeah, what would you give that game, Krissy?
I thought it was pretty good. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Phone calls.
Phone calls? Okay. I was going to say steaks blessed by a Shinto priest. I'd give it a 4 out of 5 phone calls as well because I think it'd be 5 out of 5 if I had initially put that second shot at the beginning.
Yeah,
I think that would have made it the kind of perfect bookend if I had realized at the beginning that I should have included that.
Well, we can always be dreamers.
Yeah. Or you just watch it again and play it a second time. I would watch this episode again. Like I could watch it right now again. And I just watched it.
Yeah.
And I watched it.
I just watched it. Yeah.
Like I love it so much. It warms my heart. Even though there's a couple weird gross things in it.
Yeah.
But it warms my heart a lot.
Wood chipper.
The wood chipper it's so funny though. Like that one's like, oh, I love that they paid it off. You're not going to mention a wood chipper and not then see something go through it.
Yeah, something gross.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. So what is coming up next? We are moving through the early seasons with me. We're doing season 2, episode 18, Hollywood Babylon. And here are your rules. Every time you hear a scream, take a drink. We're playing the son of a bitch rule. Someone says, son of a bitch, take a drink. Take a drink for a Gilmore Girls reference. Take a drink when Dean gets smoothies. Take a drink when Dean eats. Take a drink when Dean flirts. Take a drink when a ghost appears.
Real or fake?
Real. Take a drink if someone dies. Take a drink if someone says awesome.
Wait. Real or fake?
Real or fake? Real.
Sorry, what was the next one?
Take a drink if someone says awesome. And then take your shot, your multiplier, your finisher drink for a Die Hard reference.
This is probably, I'd say, one of my most watched episodes. I've watched this
really?
episode. I've seen this episode
so many times.
I think it was the first episode I ever did for Mashup. So it was the first episode of Supernatural I ever saw.
Okay.
Or it was the first, I saw it like randomly on TV, and then we did, like, I watched it because we were going to do Mashup for the first time. So I decided just to watch a random one. But I know we then did it for Comic-Con one year. For Fan
Okay,
Fusion
that must have been a while back.
I think it was a while back, but I'm pretty sure we did it a long time ago. Because I'm just like, we watched it all those times for rehearsal.
So many times.
You and I watched it years ago for Gank. Of course, then like Abby's recently been watching through everything, and we were on season 6, episode 3. Just
nice.
now. Yeah. So, but obviously we just like recently watched it on her watch through of it. So I have this dang thing practically
you got it figured out. You got it figured out. Yeah. Awesome.
I'm excited to talk about it.
Excellent. I can't wait. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with us at the end. Nate, tell the people where they can find us in the real world.
In the real world, you can find us at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. We do shows on Friday and Saturday nights at 7:30, and other nights probably at 7:30, but sometimes at other nights too. Go to nctphoenix.com for dates and details and information and tickets and stuff like that. And come see a show and come to downtown Mesa, which is popping as ever.
It is popping.
I love when I'm out in the world, not just hunting people and saving things. You know, the opposite of the family business. But when I'm out there and someone says like, someone even just told me about something I never heard. I guess there's like this little pop-up venue. I forget what they said it was called now, but now there's like this Diamond Dawn's down the street. There's like
it's a steakhouse. Yeah.
Every day I hear about something new in downtown Mesa, and that's a pretty exciting place to be. But yeah, someone recently, I think it was at a tailgate, and they were like, yeah, we were down there and there's a lot more. And I'm like, they're like, I like Gilbert, I like Chandler. And I'm like, that's because you all grew up going to Mill. So now come be adults in Mesa. Like,
yeah,
I'm like, it's mostly tap rooms, but we got some other things too. We're starting to get more things, and but it really is a boutique.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, a clothing boutique across the street from us.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's called the boutique.
There's all sorts of awesome things.
You can find me to put me in your ears on the Most Excellent 80s Movies podcast. It's a podcast where a filmmaker and a comedian break down the 80s movies we think we love or might have missed. Also on True Story FM. Download it wherever the finest podcasts are stored. And if you're here with us here at the end, it's because you want more. You want more Nate and Krissy. You want to know more about us. You want to hear more about what we think about these episodes. And you can get more if you become a member. For just $5 a month, you get episodes a week early and ad free, and with some extra special bonus content at the end. There's other perks as well. But those are the main ones. And if you want to support the podcast without spending any money, like, rate, review, subscribe, give us a 5-star review, tell your friend, tell your awesome neighbor who makes world famous white chocolate popcorn. Ew. And just help us spread the word. It means so much to us. And when you're out there saving people and hunting things, you know, the family business. Keep the Gank That Drank motto in mind. Be excellent to each other and party on,
Party on, dudes.